Hey everyone, Fit back with another video. This is going to be another quick one. I just wanted to cover a key important PvP item that some of you may have missed who are wanting to step foot into the arena or the open world PvP. Before I get into that, I do want to thank everyone who's been supporting me. I really do appreciate it. All the comments and the likes and the subscribes that I've been getting have been tremendous. It's giving me more motivation to actually put out content, and I couldn't be here without you guys. So again, thank you very much. One little plug here: if you do want to come and play with us on the Lazland server, you're more than welcome to. We do have room in the guild, we do have room in the community, always will always do. You can join us on Discord at the Mando Discord. There will be a link in the description. We have a blast in there. We had an event over the weekend, had about 20-25 people in Discord chatting. We always have people online willing to help you with any kind of dungeons or activities you want to do, or if you have any questions, everybody's more than happy to help you out. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. PvP. Some of you may like it, some of you may not, but I would recommend at least giving it a try. In many other games, when you do PvP, usually your class or an item that you possess, like a trinket in World of Warcraft for example, you will be able to use it to break out of control effects. Example, somebody like fears you or stuns you or sleeps you, you press that one button and bam, it goes away, and you can go back to either damaging the target or it'll let you get out of you being nuked. A prime example of that in this game is the current meta of the Great Sword Shield. They will knock you down, they will stun you, and then they will charge up that big guillotine attack and bam, you're dead. And there's no way to get out of it. Or is there? There actually is. And a lot of people may not know about this. So, if you come over to Stoneguard Castle, this will be kind of mid-level of the game. This is where all of your purple crafters are. And what you need to look for is this Senior Sundries Crafter Melissa. When you talk to her, she will have an item. This precious purification stone. What this stone does is it breaks you out of control effects in the game. You don't need to actually craft like hundreds of these. You just craft the one. So if I scroll over right here, it says not consumed when used. Removes certain CC effects, which are control effects, applied by other players when used. Purification, weaken, and collision are not removed. So those are the only exceptions to this, but everything else it will remove, and you'll be able to dodge things, get out of the way, stuff like that. Now, in order to craft this, you will need a couple of higher tiered items. They will be here on the right side. You will need a bunch of precious ores, the rubrics, the emerite, and Marind. Now, you can click, and a Stellon, I forgot about that one. You can click this alternative item, and you can use higher grade materials for them. I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend using these. If you left click on them, you can click this little eye for information on how to acquire, and then it'll bring up this window and you can see how to get these items. So this one specifically, you can get in the secret dungeon. You can get it via abyssal contracts. You can gather them through the mystic globes. Sometimes you'll get them through the lithograph. The merchant, so this right here is from the contract coin merchant. You can also buy them from there as well. As for the crafting, this kind of just tells you you can like upgrade the lower ones into the mid ones into eventually these purple ones. Outside of these four, what you also need is the abyssal aggregate. The abyssal aggregate you get from the abyssal contract dungeon. You get it from the shadow crypt. Now that is the kind of end game crypt, the open world dungeon, and where that is located is right over here in the northwestern part of the map, right here, right by the ruins of Tyranny. There is a waypoint right there, and that's the crypt. You can go in there with parties or by yourself and just tag monsters. That way their names are yellow or orange to you. That way you do get those drops. I recommend going in there with a group. I also recommend that you have actual Abyssal Contract tokens to burn on the drop rates. And there are potions that you can get for more efficient Abyssal Contract token efficiency. So once you have all those items, you come back to this NPC and you can craft this item. Once you craft it, you can slot it into your F hotkeys, or if you have this changed to another hotkey number or letter or anything like that, you can plop that in there. And that way, when you go into PvP, somebody stuns you, you can get out of it by pressing that. Now, it does have a fairly decently long cooldown of 2 minutes, so you can't just do that every single time. So you kind of want to wait to use it for those key moments where you really can't get out, you're gonna die, and you really need to use it. And there you go. Well, that is how you get your CC break item. Another little tip I wanted to bring up that is PvP related is regarding morphs. Now, a lot of players may not know this, but morphs do have an interesting interaction with CC or control. I'll go ahead and I'll turn into my morph right here. When you turn into a morph, you do get a debuff, and that debuff is called Nature's Mercy. All CC resistance decreased by 1000. Now, control effects in this game aren't all 100%. Some of them you can increase the likelihood via specialization or items, but a lot of them are not 100%. There's a chance. So sometimes they miss, sometimes they don't work. However, if you're in a morph and somebody tries to hit you with one of those control abilities like a stun or a knockdown or anything like that, this will make it basically 100% that you're gonna get hit with that skill. So what I recommend when you're PvPing either in arena or in the open world and you need to morph either to escape or to catch up to somebody, see if that person is going to be turning around or trying to throw an ability at you, and then quickly go out of morph. That way you're in your human form, you have your baseline resistances, and hopefully you don't get stunned or CC'd. And then once it looks like they are backing off of you or anything like that, hop back in your morph and continue pursuing or running away from them, or throw one of your own CCs at them, go back to your morph, and then continue running. Also keep that in mind when you're fighting somebody. If you see them morph, they're more likely to get stunned or controlled, so go ahead and toss yours at them to gain that extra resistance down to that. Super helpful. I thought you guys might like this. I know a lot of people actually don't know about this, so I thought it was pretty neat. Those were my little tips for PvP that I thought were a bit obscure, that are hidden, some people might not be aware of. If those were helpful to you, please let me know. Go ahead, leave them in the comments. If there are some other little kind of cool things that you've seen interactions of, go ahead and leave those as well. That way the community is informed, everybody's watching knows that. And again, I want to thank all of you who have been supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it, especially all the wonderful comments you guys have been leaving me. And as always, this was Fate. If you did enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.